Hi, I'm Jen.
I'm Brian.
This is Brian. He's not sleeping.
I'm not sleeping.
He's not sleeping. Okay, so today what we're going to practice a little bit is the pock and punch drill, but we're going to add the other the tan sao, and we're also going to add the bong sao. So right now you've seen this drill, okay, and that's the pock sao, okay, and I'm punching, I'm throwing the punch, and Brian's doing pock sao, right? But I also want you guys to practice the pock sao, right? And then the same hand is going to tan sao position, the next punch, right? And then the next punch, Brian's going to pock sao again, right? And then the next punch, he's going to tan sao, okay? So one hand is going to do all the work, okay? Right? And you should get comfortable getting into this tan position and then back into the pock position. And you notice he's not touching his elbow to his body, which is good. Okay? And then whenever he wants to go to the other hand, he's going to go back to the other hand. He's going to pock sao. Then he's going to go to tan sao with that hand. Okay? Right? And he's going to practice. Now, you notice he's also at this angle. Alright, this is your ideal angle. This is just like your Silam Tao form, okay? So you want to make sure your elbow is not out like this and your hand is extended when you do tan sao. You also don't want to be collapsed when you're practicing pock sao or tan sao, right? Okay? You want to practice it like you do in your form, which is that ideal angle. That means medium range, okay? So this is a good habit, right? So from here he's going to pock sao, then tan sao, see? And he's maintaining that angle. If you notice too, I'm also maintaining this angle, okay? I don't want to be where I'm completely extended, okay? If I'm completely extended, then I feel like he can easily pull me off balance. I don't like that. So I want to be at this anchored position, this bent arm. He's also at his bent arm. This is the ideal angle. And where do we learn that ideal angle? Is from your form, your Silam Tao form, right? Okay? So pock sao, tan sao. Okay? And once you get comfortable doing both sides, then we're going to throw in also the bong sao. Okay? So one side he's going to not go to the other side. He's going to pock sao. Then the next hand he's going to tan sao. And then the third movement will be bong sao. Okay? And then right from here, the next movement he's going to do is going to back to tan sao. And then the last one is going to be pock sao again. Okay? Then the other side, he's going to go pock sao, to tan sao, to bong sao, to back to tan sao, then back to pock sao. You're just going to go back and forth. Pock sao, tan sao, bong sao, tan sao, pock sao. And the other side, pock sao, tan, pock, or bong sao, tan, pock sao. Right? And it's going to just teach you kind of basic hand movements, okay? How to defend. How to keep moving your arm while you're doing your chi sao. Okay, later you're going to add all the other elements. Okay, so he can add the pock sao and then step in and punch at the same time. Right? Then this is where you're going to start to add different elements. Okay, he can bong sao, right? Then drop to tan sao, right? And then come in with a pock sao and enter. Okay, so that later you're going to start to put the movements together. But right now, just learn how to play with your arms in a defensive position, defensive manner, right? Pock sao, yeah, bong sao, tan, pock, yeah, tan. Then later you can just play. You can do anything you want, as long as see right here he's even wrong side. This is called wrong side bong sao. He's opposite. They call it wrong side bong sao. Because you're a little bit vulnerable when you do this. So they tell you to right away drop that elbow, tan sao. Okay, that keeps you safe. Okay, so if you ever get caught bong saoing with the wrong arm, then you know right away just drop your elbow. Okay, so play like this and practice. Now, the last thing I want you guys to remember is don't rely on your muscle and your arms to do everything. Okay, hold on one second. Okay. So, this is why training with this ball I like, okay? Because it teaches us when you do this, and you put your hands behind your back, it eliminates the arms, okay? Now we're doing chi sao, but we're just using our hips, right? Yeah. So this is how, yeah, see now he has to back up, okay? So we're using the ball to play, to do our chi sao, okay? And that's going to teach you a couple things. It's going to remind you that the arms aren't the really important part of the development while you're doing chi sao. It's really the body structure and how you use it, okay? How you use it. Then when you're adding it into drills like this, okay, if I'm punching, see, I can use different types of energy, so he gets different types of feel depending on how I use my hips, okay? So that now he has to also learn to negate my body pressure, the angle. I'm either going high to low, low to high, gunslinger left, gunslinger right, hula hoop, right? So I'm doing all these different movements, right? And mixing them up, and it makes his job harder now, right? And that's what you want to do. You want to give your partner different types of feel, right, while you're doing this drill, right? Keep your space. And then practice using different, right? Yeah, Tan Sao, Bong Sao, right? Okay, back to Tan Sao, back to Pak Sao. Okay, practice like that. Okay, but just remember that you have to, even though it looks like it's just a hand drill, it's also more importantly than all the hand movements, it's the using of the hips, the developing of the hips. Okay, because if Brian's hands are up and I punch, okay, and he does this drill. Okay? Right now I'm just gunslinger, right? Okay? But if I add different feel, see? It gets harder and harder. He goes, oh, because even though my hands are going straight, he feels like the pressure is going different angles. It's going left, it's going right, it's going up, it's going down. So then it gives him a lot of problems. Where before he could stop it because I was just going straight. Okay, so that's what I mean by practicing this drill with your partner, and make sure that you're not focusing just on the hands. More importantly, you're developing the body and how to use it in a relationship with your elbow. Okay, so practice that. If you don't have a partner, then practice again on a mokjung, a wooden dummy, in front of a mirror. I do that a lot. I practice the form in front of a mirror. I also practice the movements in front of a mirror, okay? And that really helps me when I don't have a partner to train with. But if you can, I mean, Hawkins Chung, I mean, he has the most ridiculous contraptions. I'm going to have to take a picture of him or videotape him, right? It's like a grocery cart, and it's got two like big springs from a car sticking out the sides, and he's filled it with all these pads, and it looks like a crazy contraption, but it works, right? It works. He created like this grocery cart mokjung, and so if he can do something like that, I'm sure you guys can come up with training devices as long as you're creative. And there's a lot of you out there that have posted stuff to me or sent me stuff of the crazy invention you guys have come up with, and they're a lot of fun. And as long as it works for you, just keep doing it, right? Gary Lamb uses a mattress, right? A big mattress. He lays it on top, and he does chi sao, and then he just pushes people into it, right? Shoo! Then you bounce back into it. Chi sao. Shoo! Then you bounce back, right? So stuff like that. It's a safe way to train, you know. Okay, get out of the habit of training like this. Okay, get out of the habit of training just the hands, and then coming in and then just and then getting the last inch, you know, and just popping your partner. Okay, it's annoying, and you're really just making the learning for you that much harder because you're not even in the right range. Okay, you're in the boxing range. This is not where we want to be. Okay, so if you try to do everything out here, and then you go to use it against a boxer, he's just going to eat you alive because he has so much space, right, to work around your arms. Uppercut, he's going to work around your shape. Uppercut here, say he's going to work around you. You give him so much space. Okay, so yes, it'll work in a training environment, but then you go to try to actually use it in a sparring environment or against a live opponent, and you're going to have big trouble on your hands. Okay, so that's how come this bent arm position. That's where you want to be. Okay, so if Brian punches, right? Punch, right? Yeah, right. Just extend your punch. Yeah, like you're a boxer. Okay. Yeah, like this, right? So I don't want to be doing my Wing Chun out here. Okay, I don't want that. Okay, I want to be in bent arm range. Right? Punch again. See, I want to be in bent. See, right here. This is my bent arm range. I'm now in his punch again, so they can see. See, I'm right here. I'm now right here. This is my bent arm position, and I can touch the master bedroom, his middle of his body structure. Okay. Now I'm here. I'm bent arm. This is the ideal angle taught to us in the Sealant Tao form. Now here, this is where I want to play. This is where I'm going to finish him now. Okay? You got it? So that's how you want to practice. You want to practice in the right range. You want to practice so that you don't hurt your partner. You're going to lose training partners left and right. You start popping them like that. And I know a lot of people train that way. Okay? But I really don't think it helps. Okay? So try to avoid that. Okay? So that's it. Thank you very much. Have a great weekend. And that's it. And we'll see you guys next week.